All right, good morning. Let's see who is here. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes. I'm guessing people are just finishing their advisory stuff and then following the link and finding their way here. If you found your way here, please just, if you can just like put a little like hello comments there, and then I can. Morning, Stephen. The first one. How exciting. No one can ever take that away from you. Lovely. So obviously for those of you who, obviously if you come a bit late, you can catch up, but let's just jump straight in. So hopefully you've all found, if you're here, you've looked at the Teamy post and you've seen the kind of schedule for what we're going to do today. So this is kind of like a prototype lesson just to kind of get you used to the structure that we're going to use in these lessons. Basically what I'll do is I'll put a post on Teamy every day for each of our lessons, like I talked about yesterday, and I'll try and put a schedule at the top so you can kind of follow it, and then if you join late, then hopefully you can catch up from that point. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're just going to open, and if you can do this in a second, you can just listen to me. You don't necessarily need to see me for the whole time. So in there, it talks about, there's a link to something called MS Mathematics Remote Learning SDO. So you might want to open that document now, and we'll just have a quick look at that together. Okay, that document basically sets out the kind of standard format and standard ideas that we're going to use for every lesson. It talks about, so when you open it up, and hopefully you've all now got it in front of you, first of all, it's got my timetable, so you can see, first of all, like compare it, so you can see whether you're a B or a T. You guys are Bs. Have you all got that post? I'm concerned now that some of you don't have this post because there's not many of us here. I'm just gonna check that we've all got it. Should have more of us here than we do. So I'm just checking on the register. So that's why I've just kind of paused. So hopefully you've all found that link. I've just reshared it, so you'll all get a new notification. And then hopefully, so if everyone refreshes their Teamy page, we've been having a few problems this morning with Teamy, the teachers, because I think a lot of people are posting at the same time. So I've reshared it. You should have a notification now. So hopefully everybody can see that there. Okay, so everyone found the post? It should be right at the top. It says Tuesday. So if you haven't, on the right-hand side, I've just posted a link. Okay, so can you please make sure you've got that document open? Okay, has everyone got that? Fantastic. So when you go onto there, like I said, it talks about remote learning, and it has a few different things you need to know. It has my timetable. It talks about the basic way a lesson's going to work. So essentially it will be, first 5 minutes is just a chance for you to kind of have a read through the Teamy post, make sure you've read everything. There'll be an activity for you guys to do. I feel like it's cut me off. So there'll be an activity for you to do, and then you'll be working on that for the lesson, and then either we'll be meeting in small groups, which we're going to talk about in a second, or we'll continue going to be in. I've just assigned you into simple groups. Can you all, is it working okay, Shreya? Is it working now? Yeah, okay. So I've posted you all into groups. There's 4 groups. Is it still loading, Bo? I pause for a minute. We all good? Just say yeah. Just say yes, it's all good. Not for you. It's fine now. Okay, I'll carry on. So you should all have groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can find those on the document that I shared. I'll just repost the link. Okay, and all the groups are in this post here. So all I'd like to do, just if you go into this document here, Shreya, yeah, the one I just posted, I'll just post it again. Okay, at the bottom of that document, it has all of your groups. All I'd like you to do, so I can check that you are all engaging, is I'd like you to look in that document, find your group number, either a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4, and I'd like you to post it into the comments now. So I'm just going to give you a minute to do that. Read the document, go to the last page, and post a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 in here so I can check you've all found your groups. Okay, thank you. And obviously, once you've done that, you can just read through the document generally. It should take you a couple of minutes just to get used to this. Okay. Just so you know, this is a reusable water bottle before anyone has a go at me. It's not using plastic. I'm reusing it. It's okay. Okay, so later on today, we're going to meet in those groups. I will share, it's in the other room. This was just the only one I had. I'm in quite a small space here, so I didn't want to spill it on my laptop. So later on, we're going to meet in those groups in about 5–10 minutes. If you go onto Teamy, you can see there is a schedule for when we're going to meet. So if you read through the schedule, it says group 1 is going to meet at 10:35, group 2 at 10:40, group 3 at 10:45, and group 4 at 10:50. Okay, I'll just post that into the comments in the chat. Okay, so in about 10 minutes time, we're going to meet in those groups, and that'll be a chance for us to have a quick conversation. Okay, so what are you going to do today? Well, we've obviously got something for you to do, which I'll introduce in a second. So the idea being that you'll be working that activity throughout the whole time. Obviously, you'll pause that activity when it's your time to meet in the groups. And then at the end of when those 4 groups have met, then we're going to just have a quick meet as a whole class, where I'm just basically going to be online. You can join that chat, mute your microphone when it's the whole class. Okay, just mute the microphones. And then if you want to ask a question, okay, you can turn your microphone on, ask the question, turn it off, and then I'll be able to respond. We're going to use a mixture of this, YouTube and Google Meet. Sometimes it will be, most of the time we'll start the lesson like this, where I get a chance to talk to you and we don't have to worry about people interrupting and so on and so forth, and joining and leaving. And then most of the time I'll be available like this, where you can just be working independently and you can ask me questions here. But sometimes we will meet in those Google Meets when we want to have a verbal conversation. Okay, so the whole group is going to meet at 10:55. Okay, I've just posted that in the chat there. Okay, where do you find the Google Meet links? Well, again, that document is a really good idea to bookmark it, because we're going to use the same links every lesson. Okay, so same groups, same links for the entire month. So if you have that document saved with different groups and their links, it's going to make your life much easier. Okay. So on Teamy, you'll see that I've posted a task for today. Now next week, I don't want you to worry about this. Okay, we're just going to do, because we're finishing the unit, we were right at the end before we went on Easter break. We've only got 1 week left of the unit. We're just going to do a little review this week. So I've got a couple of practice activities for you. Next week, we're going to spend a little bit of time doing like a little checkup, like a little review, where you're going to have to do a couple of tasks, and then you know, just to kind of finish the unit off. Obviously, we're not in schools to do assessments, so we're going to do this instead, so that you get a chance to kind of finish the unit off. You can see how well you've understood, and we're going to do that next week, and then obviously we'll start a new unit the week after that. Okay, and I've posted the details of that on Teamy. So today there's 3 choices of activity. Now I know some of you are at different levels. We kind of got a bit interrupted at the end of last term. If you remember, I gave you a little booklet where we started, they're not, Stephen. We started a couple of sets of practice questions. We had some consolidating, some mastery and exemplary questions. I've put 3 options for today. They're on Teamy Share. Everything's on Teamy, always on Teamy. You've got 3 options for today. I've got some consolidating mastery questions. They're more kind of consolidating the mastery. I've got a set of questions that are just exemplary. And I've got a set of questions that are a mix of the 3, consolidating mastery and exemplary. Okay, if you go to the Teamy post, you'll see it says revision resources for Tuesday, and then it says complete one of these in your book. So you're going to choose one of them to do. Some of you may have already done some of these, okay, depending on where you got up to in the last lesson before we broke up for the holiday. So if you've already done one, obviously don't do it again. There's new ones on there. So if you look at it and you go, I've already done that, then choose one of the other activities to do. So there's 3 options to choose from. You're going to do just one of them. You don't have to do all 3. You're going to choose just one of them, and each one should take about 30 or 40 minutes, okay, as long as you've chosen the right activity. Luke, you shouldn't be here because you don't have maths now. Okay, you are not in grade 7, so you can just leave. Thanks for joining. We can't see. What can you not see, Stephen? Shall I? 1 second. Here's what I'll do for you. I'm going to go totally low tech now. Yeah, you have to click show more. It's at the bottom of the page. That is right. You should always, sometimes the post can be quite long, so always make sure you do show more, because obviously we are, I'm kind of giving you quite a lot of information. So everyone basically needs to choose one of those activities, and you're going to complete them in your books. Obviously, you can use your calculators because it's absolutely fine. So let me just. Here we go. So you can see here, there's the post for today. I'll zoom out a little bit. Okay, there's the post for today, and you click. Ooh. Ooh. It's not working. Hold on. Okay, there it is. And then you scroll down to the bottom. Oh, it's really misbehaving. And then you can see. You saw them anyway. I would screencast, but you can't on YouTube, so yeah, they're down here. See that? Okay, so has everybody found those links? Hopefully you have. So you're going to choose one of those activities, okay, and you're going to complete one of those. That'll take you about 30 or 40 minutes. Please make sure you've made a note of the times that we're going to meet in small groups. And you find the links of the document that I shared. Okay, I will post the groups again for you now. So I'm going to post the groups in the chat. Okay. And the links you can find in the document that I shared with you. I will share the document again. So you're going to do the questions on your own. Okay, it's an individual task, so you're going to be working on those questions at the times that I shared with you. You're going to meet in your groups. I'll share the times again. Please make sure you know your group and your time. And so in 5 minutes, I'm going to meet group 1, 10 minutes, I'm going to meet group 2, 15 minutes, I'm going to meet group 3, and 20 minutes, I'm going to meet group 4. Okay. So before I log off, does anyone have any questions? Okay, folks, you need to go to Teamy, the post for today. Make sure you click show more. and they're at the bottom of the post. What time are you supposed to do the questions? Now. So you're going to be working on the questions for like the next 30 or 40 minutes. It doesn't matter if you all do different tasks. That's absolutely fine. Yes, you write the answers in your books. Okay. So you're answering the questions in your books, and then at the times you're going to meet with me in your groups for a quick Google chat, Google Meet with me. We can have a quick conversation. So that's going to be in 3 minutes. I'm going to meet group 1. Now you need to go to the link, okay, which of the document, this one, which I shared with you. I'll share it again. Oh no, not that one. So there's the groups. Okay, there's the link, and there is a link in the bottom of the document where you find your group. There's a Google Meet link. Joachim, whichever task you choose, you should finish all the questions. Should take you about 30 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes. Obviously, if you get to about, if you're working on this and you get to about 11, like 11:15, and you're still not finished, that's okay. You can stop for the day. Okay, and the comments are kind of slowing down now, so hopefully that means that we are all okay. So I'm going to now end this stream, and I'm going to move to the Google Meet for group 1. Remember, group 2, I want to meet you at 10:40. Group 3, 10:45. Group 4, 10:50. Meet links are in the document, and groups are in the document. Okay, so make sure you know your group, got the link ready, and you know your time. Okay, it's on Teamy, it's in the chat. Let's see how well this works. Okay, so I'm going to move straight to group 1 now, even though it's a little bit early, and I will see group 1. So there, who's that going to be? That is going to be, get the groups in front of me. So that's Shreya, Siobhan, Alina, Laura, and Ami. I'm going to meet you in the Google Meet room. I'm going to go there now. The rest of you, I will see you at the correct times. Goodbye.